Hola mi gente, it's been a while. My name is Vane. This is my channel, A Journey with Vane, where I talk about mindset, business, lifestyle, all things life. Now, it's been a while since I've been here. It's been a couple of years minimum since my last video. So, grab your favorite cup, your favorite drink, your water, cafecito, your tea, and let's sit down and let's catch up. A lot of things have happened in the last couple of years since I was last on here, since my last video. The biggest thing that has impacted my life has been with my personal family, my mom. She was diagnosed with Alzheimer's a couple years back, and it has progressed pretty fast. Now, this wasn't something that was really expected. It was kind of out of the blue. And for me personally, it was devastating. This has meant that how I moved forward in my relationship with my mom was going to change drastically. And it has. So with this in mind, moving forward, I definitely want to take some time and dedicate a couple of videos to Alzheimer's and everything about it. What it is, how it comes about, what we know about it, how we can best support people that are living with it and those that are caretaking for them. And all the things Alzheimer's. I have become a lot more active with the organization here in my state, and I'm just hoping to really shed some light and make a community for other people like me who have someone in their life that they love that is going through this, and they're just trying to get through. So, moving forward, be prepared to hear about Alzheimer's and all things related to Alzheimer's. This, of course, will tie into health because they're interrelated, right? Now, my mom is doing well. She's stable, she's healthy, she's been taken care of, but things are just not the same. And it's definitely been a journey. So I hope that you stick around to learn a little bit more about that if it's something that interests you. The next big thing that has impacted my life lately, especially my YouTube channel, and maybe one of the bigger reasons why I stepped back, was I went back to a regular 9-to-5 job. Finances are incredibly important, and wanting to be there for my mom meant that I had to figure out my finances and really dial them in. What did this mean? For me, it meant taking a step back from being a notary signing agent and doing that, building that business. It meant that I had to find a solution that worked for me and my family and my specific situation that would alleviate things financially right then and there. And that meant stepping back into the world that I knew, which was insurance. Now, of course, working a full-time job means less time for other things. It means less flexibility because I'm now no longer on my own schedule, but it's brought a lot of blessings as well. So with that in mind, as I move forward, you can probably expect 1 to 2 videos a month from me, realistically speaking. They might be a tad on the longer side since I'm not going to be uploading all that much, but definitely with some good content for you. Or at least I hope so. The next thing that was impacted a lot was my health. Now, if you go back into my channel and take a look at a couple of my last videos, the biggest thing you're gonna notice is my weight loss. Since I stopped filming, I had continued to gain some weight. Now, it really has only been in the last year that I've started focusing on my health and I've started to see the weight disappear. In the last year, I've lost almost 50 pounds, and this has changed a lot of things for me. Not just how I look, but how I view myself and the choices that I've made with my food, my relationship with food, but also my mental health, how I view health overall, how I take care of myself, my body, and what this means for my family. One of the biggest reasons that I really started tapping into my health was seeing my mom's health decline. Of course, Alzheimer's really has a way of bringing what's important, like bam, straight to your face. I started looking at, what do I do to mitigate? How do I become healthier? Basically, what can I do to avoid this, right? Because genetics. And in that journey of figuring out how to navigate health and mental health and my relationship with my mom as it's changing and she's going through all the things she's going, I discovered how to be healthy for me in a way that works for me and my children and my lifestyle. And it's resulted in weight loss, in more activity, in having more adventures and those kinds of things. So I'm also going to be sharing about mental health, physical health, nutrition, and what that journey's looked for me. Now, take it with a grain of salt, mi gente. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor. I definitely not like a workout coach or a trainer or anything like that. I'm just going to be sharing my experiences. Take what you will from that. Do your own research. As always, become well informed with whatever you decide to take from my videos. Now, if you're still watching this, thank you so much. If you feel like these things that I'm talking about, health, finances, Alzheimer's, is going to be something that's going to be interesting to you, please subscribe. Keep up with my videos. Put down a comment. Give me ideas on the topics that you would like to know more about, and hit that like button. If you've been here before and you've seen my videos from before, thank you so much for coming back. I really, really appreciate it. And if you're brand new, thanks for checking me out. Now, let's move forward. The next thing that I want to be still talking about is entrepreneurship. Yes, I went back to my 9-to-5. Yes, I have a regular job, but I still want to be an entrepreneur. I still want to be an entrepreneur. I still want that flexibility. I want to be my own boss, that type of thing. It's just going to look a little bit different for me now. I'm not going back to notary signing agency. It's just not conducive right now to my situation and my lifestyle, and that's okay. I'm going to be talking about general business things that we're all curious about, and that mostly all that mostly most entrepreneurs go through when they're setting up a business, starting up, and just kind of giving like perspective on what the reality looks like. Okay. I think it's really important that we keep things real, right? Journeys are not linear. They're not always easy. And they come with a lot of learning. So keep that in mind. We're going to talk about business, not so niche down because right now I'm just not there, but definitely about business and building a business and what that could look like for you. And definitely for me as I'm starting over. The last thing that is super, super important to me that we're going to be talking about in this channel moving forward is going to be mindset and faith. Now, mindset before was still part of this, but because of everything that's been happening in my personal life and now in the world, I have leaned into faith so much more. Let me put in a little disclaimer right here, mi gente. It doesn't matter to me what faith you are. I am not going to discriminate. I am not going to distinguish. I don't see one faith as being better than another one. I just don't. I wasn't brought up to have those beliefs. And I don't think that any faith that believes they are better than anything else, it just raises a red flag for me, you know? I think it's really important to have faith. I think faith can look like many different things. And I think that we have to be inclusive of one another and to love one another, especially when things can be really different and difficult to understand. So we will be talking about mindset, because I truly, truly believe that what you think and what you believe creates your reality. And we're also going to be talking about faith, how you can use faith, how you can lean on faith, what faith looks like, what faith is. But keep in mind that this is all open to interpretation, to your beliefs, and to what's going to serve you. You know, take what serves you, leave what doesn't. My channel is really about building a community and being there for others. So let's recap. Lots of stuff has happened in my life, like a lot. But I'm back. Hopefully uploading 1 to 2 videos a month. We're gonna go over health, finances, entrepreneurship, business, mindset, faith. Still the 3 same things that I've really always wanted this channel to be about: mindset, business, and lifestyle, but a little bit more dialed down in some places, and in other places a little more generalized. So again, if you're interested, hit that like button, comment, hit that subscribe, follow along on my journey, and let's see where this takes us. Until next time, guys.